Yo, what's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video focusing on crypto this time. We're going to be breaking down the different cryptos that I have and the different how crypto can change, the world where we're going and how it can make you rich and why it would be a smart investment to at least hold some crypto. Now, when we talk about crypto, this asset class is insanely volatile and you should only ever keep roughly 10% of your net worth in crypto because it's so volatile, and if it plummets, you don't want to lose almost all of your money. That just wouldn't be smart. And if it takes off, then you'll make money, but you never want to be risking more than 10%. That's about the ballpark where you want to be in this asset class because of the volatility. But after you figure out your 10% rule and go from there, these are the coins that I'm in, minus one of them. But all these coins I talk about, I'm in and think that they have a future in the future of money, in the future of crypto and blockchain. So first off, we have Bitcoin. As everybody knows, Bitcoin is the crypto to have, and it is cryptocurrency basically. And Bitcoin is meant to be a store of value where you can put money and know that it's not going to depreciate in value. Kind of like gold, it wants to be the digital gold, meaning that there's a store of value there in the digital world, because there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins ever, which means that if you divide that by the population of the world, everybody can't even have a 10th of a Bitcoin or even 100th of a Bitcoin. So it's going to be a currency or a store of value that you're going to want, because once it starts taking off, it's going to be very hard to get any sort of substantial amount of Bitcoin. As well as being on Bitcoin here, the investments of crypto are asymmetric, meaning that the upside heavily outweighs the downside. Like if you take $1,000 and put it into crypto, in the next 5 years, that could be worth $10,000, or if you lose it, would be worth nothing. But losing $1,000 wouldn't be the biggest deal, but making $9,000, turning it into $10,000 would be a big jump. So that's what it means. Asymmetric is the word for it, and that's what it means. Basically, it has way more upside than downside. And Bitcoin is the perfect example of this, showing it's right now like $9,200. If you were to buy a full Bitcoin at $9,200, that's quite a lot of money. But in 5 years, 10 years, if it takes over, and a lot of people project Bitcoin to be either worth $100,000 or nothing, and nowhere in between. And right now, I think we're seeing the power of Bitcoin through this pandemic and everything, that it didn't disappear. People didn't pull their money out of Bitcoin. So that's a good thing. I think that proves how strong it is, and it's going to be closer to that $100,000 mark than being worthless, in my opinion. But bring that down about 5 to 10 years for Bitcoin. If you bought one whole Bitcoin right now for, around $9,200, that would cost you obviously $9,200. And if it goes to zero, then you lose $9,200. But if it goes and 10x's, then it would bring you $92,000. So that's where the asymmetric, comparison comes in, where it has way more upside, and it is something that you don't want to miss out on. And the second coin involved in right here is Litecoin. Obviously, this is, if Bitcoin is gold, Litecoin is silver, and it stands pretty much the same way as Bitcoin is right now, kind of that store of value, but not as valuable, because there's 84 million Litecoins to be circulated compared to Bitcoin's 21 million. Obviously, a lot more Litecoins, still not a ton compared to some coins, but it is heavily more than Bitcoin. And with Litecoin's network, it is vastly faster and cheaper to send Litecoin. So if we were to come into this world of crypto, bringing Bitcoin and Litecoin, in my opinion, Bitcoin would be the savings account type deal, where people have their large sums of money in, and it would be used to buy big things like houses, cars, things that are very expensive and that you're not going to be buying all the time, as compared to Litecoin, because it's easier to send and faster and cheaper. it would be the thing you buy groceries with, you know, buy gas with, the everyday types things that you buy would be used with that, and that's the checking account kind of crypto. So that's how I see these two coins and them coinciding. Obviously, Bitcoin is going to have more value in terms of like dollar comparisons than Litecoin, but they're both going to have their space in this crypto world. Next is a crypto that I don't personally own, but after watching some videos on it, people's other opinions, and seeing what it's really all about, is Ethereum, and I might be dipping my toes into Ethereum here. I have always liked Ethereum, but I never really dug deep into it because it's not really a cryptocurrency how you would see it. It's not meant to be that exchange currency like Bitcoin or Litecoin. It is more of a platform where they're building decentralized apps or dApps and focusing on that. And I think that could be big in the future. So that could be huge. The Ethereum network is also huge and a lot of things run on it. So if crypto or blockchain is to take over, I think we have the currencies, Bitcoin and Litecoin. Then you have Ethereum, basically the network that everything is going to run off of. So that would be a heavy hitter in this world. Pretty close to Bitcoin's value, probably, if everything starts using, you know, dApps and the Ethereum network. And a fourth cryptocurrency that I am actually involved in this one and I like and is newer to me at least is Tezos. And the reason I'm in this coin is I have a little bit of money, not a lot, in Tezos, and I like the staking idea of it. The idea that you can get rewards for holding this coin. And it basically acts as interest. So it's one of those coins, like Bitcoin doesn't have staking, doesn't have a thing where you get, you know, daily or every other day, some odd time. It's like every few days of money sent in Bitcoin to you. But Tezos, if you hold Tezos, there's a certain percent that you get yearly. That's obviously break down into daily, and after you hold the coin for about 30 days or 45 days, you start to get your staking rewards, meaning that you will get paid every few days just to hold Tezos. So I really like that idea. I like the staking aspect, the bringing kind of interest into the crypto world. I'm not 100% sure if it's the first one to do it, if staking is super new or not, but I do know that I like the idea of it, and that's why I jumped into it. And not to mention, it's easy to stake. You can just buy it on Coinbase and stake it right there. You don't have to do anything. Not sure exactly how people are going to take that, but you can do it an easy way on Coinbase there to stake Tezos. So those are the four big name cryptos or big market cryptos that I'm in. Now I do have two other cryptos that I'm in that are smaller projects that are still working their way down the road, down their path of, you know, finalizing things and making their cryptos or their coins doing what they're meant to be doing. And the first one that I'm really excited about, I really do think there's a future if crypto takes over, that this coin is going to be part of it, and that is Funfair, because it is a gambling coin, and we all know how big the gambling market is. And if Funfair can capture that in the crypto world, then I think it's going to be just that much easier to value this coin substantially higher. And it's currently not even worth a penny, so it's worth kind of the risk just to kind of get in there. You can get a bunch of coins and just sit on them like I'm doing and see what happens with crypto and with gambling. I know they're still in the works and they're still developing. They're not fully done yet with their Funfair plan, but I do like the coin strictly because of the gambling aspect it has with it, and gambling is a huge market. And the second small project crypto that I'm involved in is District OX. I got in this a long time ago and was pretty hyped up about it because it's about creating decentralized marketplaces and communities, meaning that there's no controlling figurehead over those certain marketplaces, making a pretty much free market, which obviously is a good thing and everyone should enjoy that. And the free market would just be, you know, people up to do whatever they choose to do and sell and make communities to talk about things and do all that without having to be centralized and regulated and all those types of things. Now, it does come with, you know, trade-offs if you think of regulation as safety for consumers, but this would be decentralized peer-to-peer networks and would work off that. And I like the idea of making these marketplaces. And I think that might have a place in crypto too. Just making decentralized places for people to talk about things, sell things, and do everything in between. So that is all of the cryptos that I'm involved in, minus Ethereum. But Ethereum, I think, is a huge player in crypto and isn't something to not be involved in. So that is how crypto breaks down in my idea. Now, there's a lot of other coins like Dash that I didn't cover, that I don't have, but Dash that I've seen people talking about is a big coin to be in. But there are a lot of coins out there that can be scams or can be just not worth anything. So you got to keep your eyes out for that. Do your own research. Make sure you look into anything crypto related very heavily before you start putting money in. And yeah, let me know what you guys own. What types of cryptos do you have? Do you have any small project cryptos that you're thinking could be big in the future and could be a big part of the future of crypto and a free currency, decentralized currency type thing? And as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We are on our path to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in my next video.